Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So I just saw a season of this show, this South Korean show called Memories of Alhambra. It's actually a 16 episode series, and wow, it was really something different. And I'm going to tell you if that is a good thing or a bad thing. So just kind of take this concept where you are in a virtual reality, augmented reality game. And if you're not familiar with what augmented reality is, it's basically you put your phone up and then there's like virtual stuff in your real environment. And so that's pretty much, I think, the next level of gaming for a lot of people. But this particular show actually takes it to a whole nother level, to the fact that it's pretty much real. And that is pretty much the whole premise of this show. And wow, it was really good. And so it really centers around two main characters, Jin-woo and Jung-hee-ju. And basically Jin-woo is the CEO of this company called J1, and they produce these really special contacts that allow you to see augmented reality. And it's not just really normal augmented reality. It's like to the next level where you cannot tell the difference between real things and non-real things. And then Jin-woo actually discovers a game. It's called, Memories of Alhambra. I don't know if that's the actual name of the game, but Alhambra is actually a very significant place in the actual story. So the title itself doesn't make sense at first, but as you watch it, you'll realize it is a very special location in Europe somewhere, and you'll find that out really quick. But other than that, the whole particular show is about Jin-woo playing this game and how everyone is involved in it. And you do have to really suspend a lot of disbelief, because there are many cases where you would think like, how did that happen? Or why did that happen? I'll give you a quick example. If you were a creator of a game, you would think that you would have complete control over it. Okay, so just think about it that way. So there are many instances like that when you're thinking, why? But the thing is, if you actually don't think about it too much and just follow this character living a real life video game and leveling up and going through so many different challenges, it's like an RPG, MMORPG, everything all into one. And it also has the basic elements of a K-drama. It's got the rich CEO with a girl who is an average girl. All of those things that normally come with a typical K-drama. But those things are just a side story. The real main story is, once again, Jin-woo, this game, Tales of Alhambra. And then the big part of it that kind of surrounds everything is the mystery behind the whole game. And that's what I really loved about it, because I wanted to see not only how far Jin-woo would go in the game, but why. Why was this game built this way? What's in control? And what's going to happen to even the virtual game characters? It's just like basically watching a real life video game. And for me, that was extremely enjoyable. It always had elements that, made me not only wonder, but also as you found things out, I think it had more satisfaction than disappointment. It's kind of like leveling up in a video game. So I was just waiting for the next episode to go to the next level. And even towards the end, I did enjoy how the writers actually tied up a lot of things. They could have gotten really lazy. And even the final 16th episode, even though, it's not quite the happy ending, but it's not a sad ending as well, I think it still wraps things up well, because there's sometimes when you are watching a series and by the end of the episodes or the last few episodes, they just rush everything and things just, doesn't fit well with the rest of the actual episodes during the whole season. But in this case, they do a really good job of keeping the pacing the same and making sure the storyline matches the timeline, what happens to the different characters, and all these different situations. And then later on, as you're watching the show, a lot of the situations that Jin-woo encounters early on, you will see those same situations in different levels. And it's kind of hard to explain that. And there's also a lot of menacing things, scary things that come about this, even though that might kind of sound weird, but as you're watching it, there are certain characters that basically can't die in a lot of ways, and you see what I mean. And they keep coming over and over, and they put a sense of fear in you, which is really weird, but it adds that extra level of tension. because at any point in time, your main character could really die, you know? So I really enjoyed all those aspects, and there's so many things I like, and I even enjoyed all the characters. Everybody from the two main actors and actresses, Jinwoo and Jung Hoo-ji, all the side characters, all the video game characters, even the title, after a while, it didn't bother me as much because it kind of made sense later on. But overall, Memories of the Alhambra, it's a great series on Netflix. It's a South Korean show, and I enjoyed it way more than I thought. I didn't know what I was expecting, but just to use the same example that I talked about earlier, it's basically watching a live video game show in a lot of ways, and just really done well. And so if you've had any thoughts on this particular show, or maybe something close to it, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.